Right, Madam Web, Sony pulls Marvel movie from theaters just 5 weekends, and it's a bigger flop than Morbius. It arrived on digital last week and unsurprisingly has become a subject of ridicule on social media ever since. That lines up with how the movie was treated while it was playing in multiplexes. Yeah, it was ridiculed to the max. So it's no wonder that Sony have decided to just move on from a comic book adaptation thought to have a cost upwards of 100 million. This weekend, Madam Web wrapped up its, can't pronounce that word, run with a mere 43 million in North America. That's 30 million less than Morbius made in 2022. Sony Pictures will almost certainly wait to see how see how Kraven the Hunter and Venom the Last Dance perform later this year before making any decisions. But it's obvious that the studio has no idea what it's doing with these live action adaptations. Thankfully, Spider-Man remains a shared character with Marvel Studios. Yeah, that's the key. That is really the key to a degree, if you know what I'm trying to say. What made Spider-Man dope as it is, it was Marvel Studios. These projects have not been Marvel Studios. And you know what? If you put it to one, if you even take away Marvel Studios to one direction, they tanked. The studios don't know what they're doing. Morbius tanked. Madam Web tanked. Venom is like, And they're, Sony are gearing up to have a so-called Spider-Man universe. From what I'm hearing, they've scrapped all of that because these movies are not performing. What's really making the money is initially the Miles Morales animated Spider-Man movies, if you know what I mean. That's pretty much it. And the last thing that I'll say is this, on this particular segment, that so Sony owned the rights to Spider-Man, all of the rights, all the characters. If Sony do not make a Spider-Man movie within a certain amount of years, then initially the rights go back to Disney, who own Marvel. And Sony ain't going to do that. So I just feel they're producing these movies that are not performing well just so to keep initially the rights initially with them. 100%. That's what I honestly feel is also maneuvering them making these movies. 100%, because it makes no sense. But it shows you that also, without Marvel in the mix, this is the type of solo movies you're going to get. Now, recently, Madam Web lead Dakota Johnson said she's not surprised the movie flopped with critics, adding that it was definitely an experience for me to make Madam Web. I had never done anything like it before. I probably will never do anything like it again because I don't make sense in that world. And I know that now. But sometimes in this industry, you sign onto something and it's one thing and as you're making it, it becomes a completely different thing. And you're like, wait, what? The actress continues. But it was a real learning experience. And of course, it's not nice to be part of something that's ripped to shreds. But I can't say that I don't understand. So from what I was hearing, when she had signed on, apparently they had a particular different script. The movie was completely written differently from what I was hearing. Then they changed it and they gave us this. And she's initially voiced the opinion so much that apparently that Sony are not happy with her from what I was initially hearing. But she also said that the fans actually are right to critique in how they feel about this particular movie. But that's my thoughts. Again, what are your thoughts on Madam Web? What are your thoughts on it initially going to online streaming? Are you going to watch it? Aren't you going to watch it? Let me know in the comments down below. What are your thoughts?